In our previous episode, we ventured down the South Island, which was packed with beautiful lakeside towns and waterfalls. We stayed in Wanaka, in Queenstown and Te Anau before finishing the week in the famous Milford Sound. If you missed the previous episodes, you can find links to them in the description below. This episode is our last week in New Zealand and we are going to visit Kaka Point and Nugget Point. We then start moving north to Moeraki, followed by Lake Tekapo, where we visit the famous Mount Cook. And we finally end our 5 weeks road trip in Christchurch.
Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
And episode 5, the last episode of our New Zealand road trip.
Yeah, it's so sad that this adventure comes to an end, but
We still have a week.
so let's get the most of it.
Yeah, so today, first, we're starting in Nugget Point.
Yeah, we arrived in Kaka Point last night. Kaka Point is the nearest campground to Nugget Point. We didn't expect it to be very touristic, but
There were a few people, but I think a lot of you have probably never heard of Nugget Point.
yeah.
It's just a lighthouse, really.
Yeah, it's a beautiful lighthouse in just the corner of... It's just a beautiful lighthouse in the corner of a land near Nugget Point and Kaka Point.
So Kaka Point campground is actually quite nice. It's covered by a lot of forest and it's walking distance down to the beach. But it's so cold and windy that we're definitely not going to the beach.
Yeah, it's actually like quite nice campground. Today I found a cockroach on the toilet, but apart from that, I think it's alright. Fucking be careful this side. But the rest, I think it's okay. So now let's go drive to the Nugget Point. Let's see how it looked like. We saw some pictures, seems very beautiful. So let's go and check it out. You saw how windy it was out there. It was impossible to talk, right?
Yeah. Okay. I just kept screaming, what?
Yeah, it's so hard to talk up there. That's why we decided to don't record many things talking out there, just videos. And we're gonna share it with you while we talk here. So the walk to the lighthouse in the Nugget Point wasn't that hard. It was like probably 20 minutes, 15 minutes walk. It's got less than that.
It was less than 10.
Yeah, and it's not very steep at all.
But it's very windy, so hold on to your belongings.
Yeah, it's very windy, so make sure if you bring a scarf or like a jumper or anything, tie it very hard so it doesn't go away,
Also, if you're taking pictures or videos, hold on to your phone.
Believe me, the wind feels like it's gonna throw your phone to the water. So we do recommend you to come here at night, I will say so, because
the plan was for us to come here last night, but it was very cloudy and almost a bit rainy in the air and very cold and windy, so we couldn't get that picture that we had imagined.
yeah, we wanted to take a picture of the stars and the galaxy behind that lighthouse, but the weather wasn't that great, so unfortunately we couldn't do it. But if you guys have the chance to come around this part of New Zealand, definitely you should try it.
Yeah, try to come at night if you have a clear sky, because that looks unreal.
Oh, real, yeah. So also we saw a few friends down there. Our friends.
Our friends from Milford Sound are also on this side. Well, at least we think that it's the same species, but it could be a different one. There were more seals or sea lions. We're not entirely sure. Because there are signs of sea lions, but there's also a note up there that talks about the fur seals. So, we don't know. But there are some animals there, but if you want to see them, you might need binoculars because they're very far down.
Very far down, yeah. So yeah, that's it for all now. Now we're gonna drive to Dunedin.
Oh, Dunedin.
We don't know yet how to pronounce it. We're gonna figure it out when we arrive in McDonald's there.
Why are we going to McDonald's?
Well, we have to eat McDonald's in New Zealand. We never highlighted. By the way, this is not a paid advertisement, but McDonald's in New Zealand is the best McDonald's in the world.
No, South Korea was good too.
But this one, the quality of meat they give you in that burger is insane. Ridiculously insane. So I told Emily before going to our next destination that I'm not gonna reveal what is it. I will just say that it's a little tropical weather here in this continent, so it's gonna be the last time we eat McDonald's until probably
May
next year. So we're gonna eat McDonald's as much as we can.
May, which is in like 5 months.
So yeah, let's go to Dunedin. And what we do for them? What we do? So we just left Dunedin. We had a Wendy's burger, no McDonald's.
We didn't go to McDonald's.
Impressions?
Well,
Big city.
yeah, it's not like high-rise buildings. It's only like low-rise buildings, which is nice. It makes you feel less of a big city. But it's kind of big city. It has lots of shops,
Many cars.
big names,
Yeah.
lots of cars.
So I didn't feel like in a city like this since we were in Wellington. I quite like it. I don't know.
What you do, to me, this was not a very happy city. It's very grey. Sure, it's sort of by the bay or by the sea, but it's very, very windy. I just felt like grey, not a very happy place. But
Talking about grayness, now we are in our way to Greymouth.
now we're going further north to Moeraki.
Moeraki, yes.
Yeah.
So we had a little hope to see the penguins tonight, but if the weather continues like this, I don't think there will be any penguins, if I'm very honest with you. Maybe they do.
We have another hour north, so in total it's like 2.5 hours from Kaka Point to Moeraki, where we're staying one night tonight.
And then tomorrow we're going to Lake Tekapo.
But why did we decide to stay in Moeraki?
Well, we're going to Moeraki for two things. First of all, the Moeraki Boulders. They are very strange boulders on the beach that scientists says that they are more than 10,000 years old. Nobody knows why they are there. So I just like to see, spookiness in every place I go. why not? Why not check out some bulls, big bulls on the beach?
And the second,
And the second and the main reason is because someone wanna see
penguinos.
yes. But again, hopefully they are around. It's our last chance to see penguins on the wild in New Zealand.
Maybe.
So we're gonna just go to where the penguin's supposed to come around 6-7 p.m. even though the sunset is not until like 10, and just sit down, have coffee, stays, maybe work, and in the meanwhile we'll wait for the penguins.
Yeah, let's hope it's less windy where we're going today, because this wind is driving me crazy. It's just throwing the van from side to side. So don't recommend driving on the east coast and the southeast because it's so windy.
Maybe it's not all the time.
Hopefully it's not all the time.
Yeah.
Let's
Just make sure when you drive, check out the weather where you go, because sometimes the roads can be very, very windy, and sometimes you might not be able to drive these kind of cars, big camper vans. So always keep an eye on that. We didn't have any incident, but we just felt it when we drive all the time. But yeah, so let's go guys in this gray fog day. But you know what a beautiful day to be alive.
It's a beautiful day.
What a beautiful thing we're doing in this world.
Our first stop is the Moeraki Boulders, one of New Zealand's most unique natural wonders, located on Kaka Beach. What makes them so special is their shape. These boulders are almost perfectly round, each weighs several tons and is up to 2 meters high. There are over 50 of them located on this beach, and they look like giant marbles or even dinosaur eggs.
Which of these kind of ones look like eggs, like alien eggs that's been dropped here? But I guess someone else had the same thought because they opened it. Wow, they really exploded this one.
Yeah. Mussels.
Well, these are underwater when it's high tide. I think those up there are not.
Yeah.
There's loads.
They are perfectly round and like
That one looks
like
so round over there. We'll go check that out.
yeah.
According to the Maori legend, these stones are gourds washed ashore after the legendary canoe, the Araitero, was wrecked nearby hundreds of years ago. But scientists says that these rocks were formed around 60 million years ago, deep in the mudstone cliffs nearby. Over time, the mudstone eroded, leaving these hard, round boulders behind. The best time to visit is during low tide, when the boulders are fully visible. So make sure that you check the tide schedule before your visit.
I'm waiting at the doorstep, I'm finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song. And then you stood there smiling at me, as so many times before.
Guys, you know what? The lighthouse is closed. They close at 5:30, but the best decision we could ever take. Look at that. If you're here, come just here. Wow.
That's like the best sunset in New Zealand.
So we just came back from the lighthouse, and
Did not see any penguins.
yeah, but we found the most beautiful sunset that we ever seen in New Zealand, I think, in my life. Yeah.
Probably, it's definitely on this trip, the most beautiful sunset, and we're just so happy that we went to this place.
Yeah, so the sign at the entrance for the penguin says that they close at 5:30. So just ignore the sign, go all the way up. It's gonna be closed, but you don't need to go inside. Outside there is like a little parking lot. You just park in there and you will see this beautiful view. It's incredible.
We were extra lucky today because apart from seeing the most beautiful sunset and the most beautiful scenery, on the other side we saw 2 rainbows.
And one complete rainbow.
Full rainbow. It's the first time in my life that I see a full rainbow.
And a massive beautiful sunset in the other side. It's
Wow.
like a prime spot.
I mean,
Prime
no
spot.
one knows about this. Honestly,
Yeah,
this
if you are
is
near
cool.
here, definitely do it. Yeah.
Go there, take our advice. If you're in the area, go here at sunset. We will put the locations called. Here, what's it called?
Katiki Lighthouse.
No, Kataki Point Lighthouse.
Kataki Point Lighthouse, yeah.
It's only 15 minutes drive from the campsite. Totally worth it. If you're in the area, you must go.
So now we're gonna drive back to our campsite, have a good night's sleep, and then get ready to go to
Tekapo Lake.
Tekapo Lake. So we're gonna go check it out how it is. We're gonna spend our last 2 nights with the campervan there. And let's go there and see what's there. What's about.
Just when you drive up to the lighthouse or back, be careful because there are sheep on the road and also bunnies hopping around, so just drive slowly and be careful.
Yeah. Good night. Good morning, guys. Very beautiful day today here in New Zealand.
Oh, it's night and day. Yesterday was so great, and then today it's all sunny.
Yeah, after seeing that beautiful sunset last night, we were thinking
It looks
it's
like
gonna be a nice day the next day. And it is indeed.
But
So
today we are leaving the coast.
yeah, so we're going to Lake Tekapo. It is 3 hours drive from Moeraki village. Just feeling sad that every day is one day less until this adventure finish, and that's very, very depressing, very sad. But
We still have a few more things to see and to do. A few things planned for today around the lake, and then tomorrow we're probably gonna try to squeeze in Mount Cook.
yeah, we're gonna try to do the Cookers Valley in Mount Cook tomorrow. If we have time, if the weather is good, if we don't, if family doesn't find excuses to try to don't go.
We just have to be prepared if it's gonna be a big hike, but I don't think we're gonna do any of the big hikes.
No, you learn how to do instead. Maybe just Cookers Valley. But yeah, so let's go now there. Let's check out Tekapo. We heard about a very beautiful church. Very, very beautiful church in the middle of nowhere. We heard about that. There is also the observatory, St. John Observatory, where you can see the galaxy, I think.
You can see a view over the lake. And then apparently it's a good spot for stargazing, so if the weather permits, there might be a clear sky tonight. That'll be good stargazing.
Hi, Star. So now we are going to the church.
Well, we arrived in Lake Tekapo.
Yeah, it was very sunny when we arrived, and the lake was so blue, so beautiful.
The drive here was very scenic, like
Yeah.
the entire way. It was beautiful.
Windy.
But parts of it was very, very windy, so drive safe if you have a van like us.
So we arrived We arrived to Kanapinski.
We cooked, but
We took a
have,
nap.
we have to tell people about the gas problem.
Oh yeah.
He has a gas problem.
So yesterday when I tried to cook, the gas was working, but then in the middle of the action, stopped working.
Yeah, so we ran out of gas, which is obviously something we've been aware of that can happen at any time. And because there's only a few days left of our trip, we're not going to refill it.
Yeah, so you don't have like a meter where you know how much gas you have left. So you just like, if you are unlucky at the moment, unlucky times. But
All the campsites.
thankfully, yeah, all the campsites they got a kitchen. So this one was pretty good. I didn't go because I don't like to cook with crowds. Emily does.
No, I don't, but since you refused, I had to finish your cooking.
So then she said there is 8 different stoves so people can use. That's pretty good. And yeah, we didn't fix the gas problem. I think we're gonna keep it like this because we live in a campervan in Christchurch in 2 days. So
Yeah, we're just gonna have to cook the rest of the time in the kitchens that are provided, which is okay. It's just that our current campsite is quite big, so it's kind of a long walk. So if you forget something, it's extremely annoying.
yeah, so let's go to the church and yeah, come with us.
Yeah, we're just on the way walking to the little Lake Tekapo town. There's supposed to be a very famous church that everyone takes pictures of. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. I think.
Maybe some stargazing, right?
Yeah.
If the weather is good, it seems like.
Do we need to go this far? We do know who we are. Can we make this even better? Somewhere close about. Ooh, let's find out. Ooh, let's find out.
Good morning, everyone.
It is a beautiful morning in Lake Tekapo, and we are on our way to do the last hike of our trip in New Zealand.
Yeah, we're going to the Mount Cook, the
Very
famous Mount
famous.
Cook.
Very, very famous. It's one of those that has snow on top of the mountain probably all year round.
Yeah,
So hopefully we'll see some snow, some big glaciers.
glaciers, yeah.
Relaxing. It's about an hour.
20 minutes drive,
Yep.
but oh, okay.
To Mount Cook, and we are gonna do not the adventurous
Mueller Hut.
roller hut. No, we're not doing that one. Sorry to disappoint. We're gonna do something a bit lighter, a little bit easier. We've done a lot of hikes.
Yeah.
Still recovering a little bit, so it's gonna be a 10 kilometers easy, no elevation walk around.
Yeah, but you forgot to tell them about last night.
About last night,
Tell me about last night.
we told you we were gonna go stargazing, and Lake Tekapo just did not disappoint. We had clear skies, and we were able to spot lots and lots of stars.
Galaxy, planets, insect.
Yeah, so it's a fairly dark town, so you can see the stars from the campsite, but we took our chairs and walked out to the lake. So we sat where it was the darkest spot that we could find, basically.
Yeah.
And it was magical. It's really hard to capture it on the phone or any camera, so obviously we don't have videos of it.
For the people who doesn't know, Lake Tekapo is a dark natural reserve. First time I ever heard that in my life. So it's pretty much they don't use lights at night, so everything is like reflective on the roads from your own lights when you drive. And then in the town they try to keep the light at minimum and the use of energy at minimum. That's why this place is magical.
They also have stargazing tours. I saw.
Yeah.
We didn't really check them out. I saw a website as well. I think it was around $90 per person.
Yeah.
New Zealand dollars. I don't know really what the equivalent gets to where we just go out and look at the stars.
Yeah, you don't need to pay to see the stars, do you?
No, it's more to know
What are you looking
what are you
to?
looking at really, but actually there are apps that can do that too for you.
Yeah.
Anyways, now we're on our way to our hike, so I'll see you in the Nautica.
It's very windy the road. Be careful when you drive today, yeah?
Yeah.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you'd be easy to ignore. You put up with all my bullshit till you didn't anymore. And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours, anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours, and now we're singing.
So, we are here in the Hooker Valley track right now. Wow, so many beautiful lookouts, beautiful snowy mountains.
This is obviously a very popular track. Parking was absolutely packed. There's probably at least 200 cars or something. It's also where you start the Muller Hut. But just walking on this track, so many people.
Yeah.
And now I stand here calling at your door. Oh, now I stand here calling at your door. Yeah, I'm yours, anywhere you want. Yeah, I'm yours, and now we're singing.
So we have arrived at the lake. It took us a bit more than an hour, like an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah, the DOC website says that it's 1 hour and a half. But again, when you see those signs in DOC, you
Or most likely.
you will be faster, yeah. So yeah, we arrived here, beautiful, big crowd, a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I will say if you want to do this, better do it early morning. You will see less people on the hike. We got ourselves a very good spot over a rock where we had lunch.
And the most beautiful view for lunch.
Imagine we are sitting in a rock that before was in some of these mountains and somehow end up here. That's insane. And yeah,
This lake is apparently only 3 degrees. And
Oh.
there's some people swimming.
I put my hand in the water, it's cold. But I will say I could swim on it. I don't know for how long your body can resist that, but
They just like this, just rocks, so it's kind of hard to get in and out. And there's also a little ice block floating around over there.
yeah. I
That's
think
our
nobody
goal.
realized about that.
There we go, check it out. Yeah, just a beautiful view. We had a bit of snack, a lunch, and then we're gonna head back.
Yeah. You can see over there, you can see a lot of people, very small people on top behind us.
Yeah,
Yeah. Very busy hike though. Very busy.
but it's very easy.
very easy track, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get tired really. After this, we're gonna go back to our campsite. We're gonna see if maybe we can go for a dip in the lake.
The water is a bit colder too, but it's not about the cold, it's about just like the under surface is
Yeah.
all rocks. So it's so hard to walk barefoot in rocks.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to do it. Emily might need to do it for her skin. And then tonight we're gonna try to do a stargazing again. Let's see if it's better than yesterday. Yesterday was unbelievable.
But it's not the end yet. Tomorrow we'll go to Christchurch.
And sadly, we have to say goodbye to all of this. We are
Experimenting.
experimenting. So the water is 3 degrees, so the drink is cold. So I'm gonna see how cold can go. Ooh. You know, like in all the
Maybe
advertisements.
it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories.
You got a soundbite there.
I have a lot of sound about it.
Happy lyrics. Not the trouble.
It's freezing.
Oh my god, it's so cold.
It's
But-
felt like 18 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, this morning was in 3 degrees where we went. Oh, this.
It might be 16.
Yeah. Imagine those guys could jump there and it was like 3 degrees. Wow.
Okay, you wanna dip?
We can.
No, together.
I go after.
No.
Okay. You go first.
Together.
You go first.
Oh, it's cold.
Por favor.
Okay, I will do that swim next swim. Should I swim?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, right.
No. Just do what?
What? Yeah.
Go on. Woo. You pushed me.
That's right. Let's do it. Wow.
I need to just hang on. Woo.
Not that bad.
Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one.
Before we end this series, here is a quick breakdown of how much we spent renting a campervan for 5 weeks. We spent $1,150 US on campsites, $1,931 US on groceries, $942 on petrol, $1,006 on activities such as Hobbiton, Milford Sound, and also 5 days New Year's festival tickets. $858 on food and beverage, which is eating outside. And lastly, we paid $7,100 US for our campervan rental. This sounds a bit steep, but keep in mind that this was including the full insurance, so we didn't have to pay anything if there was any damages to the car. And we rented a van during New Zealand's peak season over Christmas and New Year's. In total, we spent $12,987 US. Yep, New Zealand is the most expensive country we have visited to date. Now, you can definitely save money by avoiding going during peak season and using our link below, which will take you to motorhome rentals in New Zealand, and they often have offers up to 30% discount. So make sure to check out their prices first.
If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button.
And if you want to continue following our journey around the world, because we have a lot more destinations coming up, then subscribe to our channel. I hope you have enjoyed our road trip, a 5 weeks road trip around New Zealand. We have had an absolute blast. We've seen so many things we haven't seen before, and we just been doing so many activities and just love the nature of this country.
Loved it. Unreal. But yeah, it's so sad to say goodbye, but I hope you did enjoy it, and we send you the best positive energy ever.
So, where do we go next?
We're going to
French.
Polynesia. We're going to the most remote French island in the world.
Well, some of you might not know where French Polynesia is, because when we tell people, they're like, where's that? But it's like Tahiti, Bora Bora, you might have heard of.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we are going to do some island hopping. We're going to do 5 islands in 3 weeks. So don't miss that adventure.
Don't miss that adventure. We're gonna do a lot of scuba diving, island hopping, hikes, and we're gonna try the beautiful cuisine of the Pacific Islands.
And luckily for us, this man speaks French. So maybe we'll be able to get somewhere.
Never get a Swedish wife, they use you.
Well, see you next time.